Hi everybody, in this week's review, I'm going to review one of the most famous ad, probably the most famous ad that ran, I believe, from it was either 1969, 1970, 71 maybe, and it ran to almost 1984. The ad was, it showed an air car. It showed what it would be like if you can build one for a project. And the name of the company, of course, used to be Air Car, and it was run by a man by the name of Ross. They actually published a book, or Ross actually published a book when he was alive that showed, how he had been involved in many patents, had worked for NASA and so forth, The ad, as you could see, I'm placing it above here, it says, "You can float on air. You can ride this air car around your home or school. It floats on air, powered by an ordinary vacuum cleaner motor. Low cost, easy to build. It really works. For plans and photos, send $4.95 to air car box, whatever." Now, of course, it also included a free inventor's calendar with the order, and also it said it could lift 200 pounds. Now, the ad ran mostly in Boys Life magazine, and it appeared in a lot of Marvel comics, some DC, not as much though. Boys Life magazine was his main objectives. Now I have here, of course, the Joy Buzzer and a business card because as you guys know, this is let me just bring it for the House of the Unusual. We do reviews every week, and we've been reviewing now. The plans themselves do not come in booklet form. Actually, I have them reproduced like the original, and here is the calendar that you will get free with the order, which is in the back, but it consists of about 12 pages, okay? And what it is it basically teaches you how to create and actually build a science fair winning project. Now, later on in the video, towards the end of the video, I'm going to show some actual footage of kids that built it. The footage is very rare, very hard to come by. I'm going to try my best to see if I can show some of you guys the footage. Now, if you could see, it consists, it's really about, it's 12 pages. And it shows you how to build the different, hovercrafts. And believe it or not, they actually did work. There was quite a few people back in the days of Boys Life magazine that actually built them. And when I'm saying people, kids, they used them for science fair projects. They used them for a lot of the things. But this are basically the plans. Now, I did them, again, in a booklet form so that it would be small enough for me to be able to use it in this review that I'm doing. But they are not like this. They don't come like this. They actually come in regular 8.5 by 11. They're 12 pages. They'll be stapled together, and this way you can take the individual plans and make them. They do work. I know that a lot of people say, well, where can I buy an Electrolux vacuum cleaners? I'm sure you can go to any flea market. You'll find an old one. And of course, this really works. What it technically is a hovercraft. So it lets you glide on a cushion of air, of course. It's not a super modern thing, but it is a car of the future. Back in the early 70s, this was like the best ad, and every kid wanted this. When you saw Boys Life magazine, this ad popped out. I always wanted it. I did finally order it years later, but it's not a hard project. If you know how to construct stuff, this is for you. If you want to win science fair projects, this is for you. So anyway, guys, this is the review for this week. And what I like to do now is I'm just going to show you guys something that I recently did about 2 weeks ago, a review on the, I'll leave this here, on the 7-foot Ghost. And this is the 7-foot Ghost that I actually make. I've been selling this since 1985. As you can see, here is the 1995 version of it, which is sold on eBay. You can also get it on Etsy, and you can buy it on houseoftheunusual.com as well. It doesn't matter where you get it, really. I have this, and I've sold this probably, 30 years now I've been selling this same product, a little bit over 30 years, I believe. But I wanted to also show you guys, and the reason I'm re-showing this item here is because here is the box version. As you can see, it's factory sealed. You know, this is the one that, unfortunately, I don't have too many left. I only have a few of them. I believe it's under like 20 or 30 of this box versions, because I only produced 100 and I didn't want to make any more. It's a little costly. So this one is, I believe it's $39.99. Now, I didn't really look at the eBay thing, but I'm positive this is $39. There is a signed version that's signed by Craig Taubeck, who is the guy who created the Ghost. Well, he didn't create this Ghost. He created the Johnson Smith Ghost. And this is, you know, under following Johnson Smith's steps. Now, like I said, this is the box version. This is beautiful, man. If you this, of course, has a few extra things inside, and the pictures and everything are different because we're trying to duplicate the Ghost for Johnson Smith here. But what I wanted to show you guys is that in the future, from today on, I'm going to start reviewing all the products we had as kids. Now, over here, I hold two ads. They're both Honor House. As you could see, this is an earlier ad, and this is a later ad. Now, the earlier ad, where they sold instead of the 7-foot green Frankenstein, they sold the colorized version of Frankenstein. This is the 6-foot color version that's also available on eBay. I've been selling this for, I don't know, 30-some years already. And I sell them. They're beautiful. They're actually 1-to-1 duplications of the original. They're actually a little better because the original, they were on glossy stock, but you know, they faded over time a little bit. So when you look at this particular one and you see the ones that are printed, they're a little more vivid. So they're really, really good looking posters. You got the Dracula and you got the Frankenstein 6 feet. Now, guys, I don't know. I got this one here for some reason. It's laminated, so I'm sorry for the reflection. I'm trying to set up a way of doing the, you know, that I'm able to do the reviews each week, that they come out a lot better. But what I'm going to do is, I've already reviewed the 7-foot green Frankenstein, and I've reviewed the 7-foot Ghost, which I just showed you. I'm going to take each of these items each week, and I'm going to review each item. And what I'm going to do in order to review each item is I will have, you know, I'll review the x-ray specs, I'll review the skinhead wig, and show you the original, the book, secret book safe right here. Overall, I think it's going to be fun. I do appreciate, guys, because I was kind of shocked that the 7-foot Frankenstein actually got over 7,000. Yeah, it's over 7,000 views right now as I'm doing this video, and I'm very shocked because it's been up for 5 days, and I guess people really want to see this stuff. I'm going to review the Secret Spy Scope. You got the Trick Black Soap, Trick Baseball, the Whoopee Cushion, Dehydrated Worms, Joy Buzzer. As you can see, actually, when I say Joy Buzzer, I actually had one earlier, but I'm going to show like the earlier models made by S.S. Adams, and which is actually they were the creators of the Joy Buzzer, and the Joy Buzzer is known to actually have helped America out of the Depression. Well, I'll tell the story and when I review it, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, having said that, this is another fun week. Remember, here is the special edition Ghost, which I don't have too many of. And here is the one I've been selling for years, which is, you know, obviously my favorite one. And guys, one thing I wanted to show you also is I'm going to try to do another viewing of the Polaris Nuclear Sub. If you guys remember this, who did not want to get this in their lifetime, you know, back in the day. So, guys, thank you.
This is going to be a quick one today, guys. This is a hovercraft that we built for the kids a couple of years ago. Tried building it as a kid, but the plans that you're seeing in the image on the screen right now, as a kid it didn't work out so well because I didn't really have any help, and it was difficult to do. And growing up, I thought about what I did wrong and decided I wanted to build it for the kids, and this is basically it. So basically what I'm going to do is just turn the vacuum on. It moves around pretty good, pretty easily. And that weigh 225 pounds. And it holds my weight just fine. A couple things I want to point out here. I believe the original plans showed just a skirt around the outside, and as you can see, we closed it in and punched holes in all 3 of these pads. And looking at the back here, you basically need the whole housing with a vacuum inside it. The air blows down into the frame distributes the air to all 3 pads, which helps lift it up off the ground. So you're kind of tethered to the cord, but you know, you could potentially put inverters on it, or even maybe a gas-powered leaf blower. You know, make it work however you want.